Welcome to Homefront Happy Hour. We are your hosts, Courtney, Ann Linden, and Sarah. We started this podcast to create the community that we have all been looking for, a place to laugh, vent, and navigate the highs and lows of military life, motherhood, and marriage. All of our husbands are in the U.S. Army, and between the three of us, we have plenty of experience with PCS moves, deployments, and everything in between. Whether you are a military spouse, a parent, or just looking for honest girl chat, grab your fun drink and join us. Let's get yapping. Hey guys, welcome back for episode 3. Cheers.
Cheers. We have various seltzers today. Very low effort.
So I guess how's y'all's week been? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen y'all, but also not.
Yeah,
So,
well,
I don't know.
Normally we spend every single day together. So it's been good. What did I do this week?
You hit your 100th class.
Oh, yeah. Hit my 100th class.
You worked this week too a lot, didn't you?
I did work this week a lot. Yeah, that's probably why my brain is not working. It's because of all the night shifts.
Yeah.
So what did y'all do this week?
My husband played a lot of softball this week. We had games 2 or 3 days, and each day was like 2 games. So we had a lot of softball. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if we've done anything else. What about you?
Softball's life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, my little got sick, so I feel like my whole week got turned upside down.
Mm.
So we're just survival mode over here.
It was a good trial though, right? To have him home.
Yes.
So you can decide if you want to take him out of daycare or not.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Question mark. I don't know. It depends. If the right job comes around, then I'd keep him in. If it doesn't, then we'll see.
Yeah.
But there are options. I feel like y'all have given me good tips on like scheduling your days and getting out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Parenting out of the house is important.
Yes, it is. It's good to keep everything fluid right now too, because you don't really have to make a hard decision right this minute necessarily. So
that's like my parenting philosophy though.
yeah. Well,
I'm a little too fluid, I think. That's why my life is in shambles 24/7, but it's fine.
Yeah, I like having a plan. I don't do well in this like unknown phase of life.
It's really funny that y'all said that, because me and Josh were talking about how like I'm literally right in the middle of you guys. Like I'm
That's
very
so
much
true.
like my personality is very like down the middle between you two, because y'all.
That's so funny. Wait, I want to know what he said.
Like y'all have a lot of different tendencies.
Yeah,
which it all works.
Wait, I want to know more.
Just that I'm very like I can go with the flow, but I also like a nice schedule for a lot of things. And then like I like I don't know, a bedtime. And I also could stay up late on a Tuesday night. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get him to give me that list again, because it was funny. We were talking about it the other day, and he's like, you know that y'all like you split them right down the middle. I'm like, it's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
I used to not be like this though, not until kids. So it's been an interesting change. I used to be very rigid on my schedule. I mean, just independently, I would, have to go to the gym, have to study, have to, so.
See, I feel like I was that way too. I was definitely way more, I don't want to say type A, but like I definitely lived more by my schedule then. Whereas now, if my schedule doesn't completely line up, I'm not freaking out, but I can like kind of go with whatever changes. So
you gotta be a little bit flexible in this lifestyle anyways.
Hey, I think there's pros to both sides, because I mean, I still like a good schedule, but I'm also willing to change my schedule in the middle of the day and go shopping. So
that's really what it comes down to, honestly.
I saw a video today, and this girl was talking about she has structure during the week so that the weekends can be fun and go with the flow. So maybe that's my blended approach.
That would be a good goal. Honestly, I need a little more of that too.
Maybe I'll rub off on you a little bit.
We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, that would be good. That would work well. I don't know if I could commit to that though.
So how are y'all feeling about the podcast release?
I feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited. We've gotten amazing feedback.
Yes. It was definitely worth our little 12-hour prior almost crash out we had. Yeah, no, I think everything went great. I mean, and now we know how to do all the things, upload that we thought was going to be really easy that was not. So
yeah,
now we figured that out.
I feel more confident.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about me liking routine and all of that, but now we can record, edit, and figure out how to download, upload. So props to all the other podcasters. It is work.
Yeah, it is.
It is work. There were several times over the last, I guess, week or two that I was like, why did we not just hire somebody to do some of this for us? But but
no, it's been worth it. Like just hearing all the feedback that we've gotten and how excited people are for the next episode. And so, yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've gotten good feedback because I was really worried people were going to be like, who are these people?
Yeah.
And why are they talking?
I'm sure we'll get that eventually.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's true.
Oh well, we're here to build community and promote positivity.
Yep.
And big thank you to all of our friends and family and people that we don't know that are listening to us. Y'all are making all of this come true. So
yeah,
we're grateful.
And let us know what you want to hear us talk about because we have a long list and feel like we keep adding topics that people want to hear.
And it really does help for y'all to subscribe, follow us, give us feedback. It'll help us reach more families and more people that, might need us.
Yeah.
So, I guess that kind of brings us to our Homefront headlines and talking about, military spouses and the highs and lows. So President Trump just signed an executive order called the Military Spouse Commission, and it's basically a board of either current military spouses or former military spouses kind of getting together to try to figure out some of these issues that we all, deal with as spouses. So what are y'all's thoughts on that?
I think I'd like to see them handle housing. I know for some of the enlisted families, the housing situation is a little rough. I know my husband did inspections at one of the bases and there was mold and it's not livable. So I think that should be a priority.
Yeah, it would be nice to see more funding going towards updating homes as they need it, not so much like on a schedule of they're at the worst that they can be at. Now let's upgrade them. It'd be nice to see them do like some fluid updates throughout the time, I think.
Yeah, so it's all about the kids for me. I think we've all experienced military childcare and the wait lists and the expenses and everything that goes into that. We all, I think, are advocates for the CDC, at least at this phase. We have loved it and we've loved our experience. But for me personally, it was a little bit more difficult to get in because of the age of my children, and then as well as I was a part-time working mom. So that kind of knocks down your priority a little bit. And that's really difficult when you know that you want to work, but you don't know if you're going to have the childcare.
Yeah, that, and even though you're part-time, especially in your career, you could still be working full-time hours as a part-time employee. So you actually probably need that childcare and it's just not available because of the priority. My other thought on that is the prices of childcare. You would think that it would be cheaper to have your kids enrolled on a installation, daycare or preschool or whatever, and it's not. For those that don't know, they do it by rank and pay for that rank. But I don't even think it's fair at the lowest rank, because they're still taking a significant amount of money out of paychecks before taxes, which is insane, because they're not factoring in other bills you may have, like cars or student loans or anything like that. And I know for all of us, we've had talks that the price of the childcare that they have here is just not, it's not easy to do that, even you know, at the rank that our husbands are at.
And that's why I took my kids out, because it just didn't make sense for us to continue paying for it when I could work night shift instead, or he could watch them on the weekends so I could go to work. So,
which is also frustrating, because that puts a strain on your relationship as well, because now you're spending less time together trying to work separate shifts so that your kids don't have to go to childcare, so you don't have to pay for it.
Exactly.
So I do think that if that's not something they're already thinking about, they should be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess something that I hope to see is the jobs for spouses, because they do have like a specific site that we can go on and like look for jobs that are available on different installations, but they don't make it easy to get hired there. I know for me, like I had to have a whole certain type of resume set up for the program to even pick up on certain words so that my application would get sent to somebody's hands.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. It's so wild with like the AI now. It's a lot of people are using AI to modify their resume so that the AI scans it so it gets to a person.
Yes. And then like we move around all the time. So I hope that they're working on something for all career fields of spouses that makes it easier for them to be either hired on at the installations or in the surrounding area. Like, for example, I know for my license, I'm nationally registered, but I also have to be state registered. But it would be nice if there was, you know, something in there that could be like, when I apply to the county service outside of base, that I get some kind of priority for being, you know, military affiliated or something. But I guess there's cons to that too, because then you're not going to be there as long. So why would they? I don't know. They've got to work something out.
Yeah.
Something's got to happen.
Y'all are in a really unique field that I think others say is very transferable across different bases. I've been looking at things from a different lens of like just remote jobs, because in like the IT world, people are hiring, but then it's like their job posting will say remote, and I'll talk to somebody and it's like, oh, you have to be in the office 3 days a week. I'm like, well, I'm nowhere near whatever city. And I think one company I talked to said that they were making exceptions to military spouses. Awesome. You just have to provide evidence of your spouse's orders, and they would let you do the job remote. So I think that there are some really great organizations out there doing that, or pushing for more remote opportunities or things that are easily transferable between different states.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think if they could do what you're saying across all the different career options, or even, I don't know, make some of, I don't know. I was going to say make some of the jobs on installations specifically for spouses that are in those career types, but then I feel like that could get complicated too. So I definitely, as fun as I think it would be to be on that board, I am glad that I am not on it. Because there's going to be a lot of hard conversations that they're going to have to to go through, but I'm excited to see what happens.
What they do. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to come back on here and let y'all know our thoughts whenever we hear more about it, I guess. Yeah.
So I think we can transition to our hot take headquarters.
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk a little bit about how deployments may not be the hardest part of military spouse life. I think it's parenting without family around.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that y'all are in it a little further than I am, but what are some scenarios that you would have loved to be like, oh, I wish I could just call my in-laws or my parents or siblings, whoever, to help with XYZ?
Yeah, it's a weekly occurrence for me.
Same.
Sometimes I'm like, I just need a minute to run to the store alone or shower alone or
someone just jump in the car with me so I can go into the post office for a minute. Yeah.
Exactly. I think I'm seeing a lot of my friends who grew up in my hometown have their parents next to them, and the grandparents are helping too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say it takes a village to, raise your child, and we're kind of lacking in that area without our families around.
Yes. I think too, like in your situation where your son was sick this week, it would have been really nice, I think, when I'm in those situations to be like, hey, can someone sit here with him so I can go still run all the errands I need to get done or get groceries or whatever. Or even if an emergency comes up, it's like, I need to take my child to the ER, but I have this other one at home. So I need, somebody to sit here with him. Date nights. I mean,
oh yeah,
this lifestyle is hard already to make time for your family and to have consistent date nights, even with babysitters, because, I feel like you feel a little pressure to get back at certain times and not be out too long and rush back. And I do feel like I see with friends that have family that regularly babysit that they don't have as much pressure on it because, they trust them and are around them and, know they're safe and can stay there as long as they need to. There's just so many instances that you wish you had your family around.
How did both of you handle the birth of your second and childcare for your first?
Yeah.
Well, I just recently went through that, so I guess I can start. Thankfully, my sister was very gracious and left her toddler at home 6 hours away to come and spend, I think almost a week, with my oldest, which was really special. She definitely knew the needs too. So she, didn't camp out at the hospital or anything. Like she took him and did fun things or, whatever. So that was good. And they got to spend that time in Bond.
And I was on standby.
Yes. And Sarah was on standby. And my dad and stepmom came in, I think day of, I believe. I don't know. I might be wrong on that. It's kind of all a blur. My in-laws came in as well. I guess they all came in the day before because I think we all went out to dinner before we went in.
But you were having an induction, so you knew.
So it was a lot easier. And honestly, I'll just put that out there. The only reason that I chose inductions for both of my kids so far was so that we would have people here, because otherwise I really don't know how we would have done it either time, to be honest. So,
well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, tell us.
I had a babysitter on standby. However, I went into labor at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So my first came with us to the hospital.
Is that a no-no?
It is a no-no.
But if you don't have anybody.
But I didn't have anybody. So as things got closer, I ended up texting and finding someone who could watch her. And my husband left me to go take her. And it was very, very close by the time he got back.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't do that. I need the plan of, that's exactly why I picked induction.
Mm-hmm.
Although next time I'm really considering just not even telling anybody and just
surprise.
Really considering. I wanted to do that last time, but got talked out of it.
Yeah, not the same, but for the dog.
Oh yeah.
We were like, what are we going to do? He's fine for however long, but being in the hospital for a couple of days. So luckily I had a neighbor that when we left to go to the hospital at midnight, I texted, I was like, he's fine till you wake up, but please go when you wake up to get him.
Well, and I guess that we should say too that this installation specifically does not have a hospital on base.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them do. So if you live on base and you decide to go to that hospital to have your child, it might be a little easier to like let the dog out. But for us, we're like 30, 45 minutes away on a good day from the hospitals. So that's why it didn't really work out to have your husband go back and forth at this. So.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a hard subject, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else it would be nice to have family around for. I think just having a close relationship.
Yeah. I think of smaller things like dance recitals and birthdays, and they really are missing out on that. And it's hard to see the kids ask, where's so and so? Especially last year doing Christmas at home.
Mm-hmm.
It was sad being away. So
was that y'all's first time not traveling?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think too, though, at least when I've been around, your family does a really good job of FaceTiming pretty often.
Oh yeah, that's a daily thing.
Yeah.
Do y'all FaceTime a lot? No.
Some of my family members, yes, but others, no. We probably go, a month or so.
Yeah.
And my son probably, even longer. So
yeah, it's kind of funny, but not funny, because I have 3 sisters and they'll come up on the phone and they'll try to quiz my daughter on who's who, and she doesn't always know just because, they're not in person.
Yeah.
She doesn't know the difference. So,
yeah. That's hard. But, any other things that y'all can think of about? Life's just easier when you have a village, and that's why I think it's so important to make your own wherever you are.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Yeah. And from going somewhere where we only had a couple people to now coming here where we have a very large village, it makes a huge difference.
It does.
For sure.
I think moving forward as well, this was the first time that we've ever had this as well. I think we're going to try harder at the next duty station to, make those relationships earlier and try to get our people, even though they won't be the same as you guys.
It's okay. We'll do a annual or biannual trip or more.
Yeah.
I think we should dig into community a bit more, because I know we've touched on some organizations that you can get involved with, but I agree with your statement earlier. I think one duty station we were at, a year in, I was like, why didn't I start doing things earlier? And why didn't I find this church to go to or this workout class? Like, what are some things that people can look for at the different bases?
I guess we need to talk about the different groups.
Yeah.
There's a spouses club. That's probably a really good way to meet people. I don't know, haven't been yet, but I assume. And then you both got me to go to the workout group. So I can let one of y'all talk about that.
Yeah. So it's SLAM at this base, Sweat Like a Mother. And then I believe I Stroll is the other common one.
Yes.
Common workout group that you can bring your kids to. So that's a really great way to meet other moms who have other kids your age, which is how we met.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's a good way to get out of the house.
And then I think we mentioned on episode 2 about PWalk and CWalk, but we probably need to explain what those are as well, if you want to do that.
Yeah. So PWalk is Protestant Women of the Chapel. CWalk is Catholic Women of the Chapel. And they do a weekly meeting and they do Bible studies. And a lot of times, at least at the bases I've been to, they provide childcare. So that's really nice to get to fellowship with other women and make some friends there too.
And they usually put on classes too.
Yes.
Like we took a parenting class, and I think they had different specific classes for different things. But speaking of that, I think finding a church and getting connected that way is a really great way to make community and meet people that might not be in the military, which is also nice. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the library usually does like a bunch of different stuff there to meet people.
Yeah, I know I met a handful of people through some of the workout classes at the gyms, or even just like getting plugged into a studio in your local community.
I think work is a good way to meet people too that aren't necessarily affiliated with the military, but
you have
that's okay. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's nice to go to work and be able to talk about work topics with people that actually understand what you're talking about.
Right.
And then the SFRG. I mean, if your spouse's unit has an SFRG, like, don't be afraid to join it. They usually, I don't know, I think they're doing better now, but they used to get a really bad rep about, the spouses that were in it and that ran it. But I think they're really trying to change that now. So I've met a few men and women in the SFRG that have been so kind and welcoming too. So definitely that's an option.
And meeting your neighbors. Saying hello.
Yes.
It's really not difficult.
It's not. We should probably tell them how we met since you guys said that y'all met at SLAM.
Yes. Yeah. So we had just moved in to our house and I ended up posting on Facebook because I had a problem with my yard and I wanted ideas. And in the picture, her umbrella was in the background. So that is how we met. And then how did we officially, I think I just yelled over the fence at you one day.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I commented on your post and said that I was your neighbor, that was my backyard. And then I feel like, no, you know what it was? Is I came home one day from orientation.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all were in the driveway. And so we said hi. And it turned out that you were supposed to start orientation at the same place, like in a couple weeks after. Granted, neither one of us work there anymore. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, no, that was a kind of unique way, I guess, of meeting. And then we met because of her. So
the glue.
Yeah, the glue. Yes.
Brings everybody together.
Yeah. So I guess, do you guys have any like misconceptions of the military that you hear about from family or, stuff they think? I don't know.
I think something my family thinks is that we are in the know of everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know about y'all, but I am very unplugged when it comes to the news. And
me too.
I don't want to know, even if my husband is not over somewhere. So FYI, family, I don't know.
If you bring it up, it's probably the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be really good at watching the news. And then I usually only watch it now if my husband's deployed. That's the only time that I really watch it now.
Does that give
interesting
anxiety?
No, I just feel like I need to know what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I'm
it's
opposite. I don't want to know.
I don't know. It must be my like paramedic brain or something. I'm just like, I need to see it all. I need to know it all, but maybe not. But yeah, that, and every time something happens somewhere, we get, "Are you going? Are you going?"
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like he doesn't know. Probably not. That has nothing to do with him.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I gotta think.
I can't really think of anything else. All right. So I think that brings us into our rapid fire questions, which I have kept all to myself from you guys. So do you want to answer them each, or do you want me to do one to you, one to you?
I don't know.
Or just put them out there and y'all
just
answer.
Put them out there.
Okay. All right. So I have 10 rapid fire questions. The first one is, do you get to choose where you are stationed?
No.
To an extent, sometimes. Maybe.
If you suck, no.
But you get to put in your preferences. Everybody gets to put in their preferences. Yes. And it's a little different from enlisted to officer side. So
it's true.
But the short answer is
it depends. Really, there's a lot that happens behind the scenes of like, yes, you could rank your top 40 options, but for whatever reason, these people need to go here and these people need to go here. And there's a new job need to go somewhere new that wasn't on the original list. And
well, it's always going to be, what is the term that they say? It's going to be the need of the Army first.
The Army, yep.
And then they'll, they say family, but we'll say, then you can get your pick. All right. Good job, guys. Next question. What is the difference between TDY, PCS, and a deployment?
Okay.
That's a great question.
TDY is temporary duty station. PCS, permanent change of station. And then what was the third question?
Deployment.
Oh, that's
a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. So what is a TDY?
So TDY is when they temporarily go somewhere, and that typically is without family. I think that can be a few weeks up to months.
It's usually like a training or a class or something.
School.
Yeah. And then what is PCS for those that don't know?
Yeah, permanent change of station. So that's when we talk about moving all the time. That's the formal term, is packing up and going to the next place.
And then a deployment is just a deployment where they are being sent somewhere for X amount of time. Sometimes they don't know. And it's usually has to do with not always combat, but, something that is a need away from home.
Right.
I guess is the best way to put that. All right. Can you quit the military whenever you want?
No.
Like, can they come in tomorrow and say, I'm done?
No. It's so hard. No, but wouldn't that be freeing? Have the option to quit a job.
Yeah. So again, I feel like it is a little different from enlisted to officer side, because on the officer side, they have to put in a packet and basically they're still asking for permission, but they have a little more leeway if they didn't sign any other kinds of contracts to then get out. On the enlisted side, they are always signing re-enlistment contracts. So it's, however long that is. And then there's special circumstances like med boarding, which is getting out because of a medical reason, or you get kicked out because you're trash. I don't know. Because you're in trouble.
Pretty much.
I think we should too. I mean, don't be trash.
Being a good person.
Yeah, important. It is important. And you'll go far in this. What we are all coming to realize is that the military world, whether you're in the Army, Navy, whatever, is a small community. The longer you're in it. So the more people you meet, the more, the
more likely you're going to run into the same people over and over and over again.
All right. Are all military jobs going to involve combat?
No.
They do not all initially involve combat. However, there's always a possibility for them to be called to a combat zone or whatever. But it's not like, the old movies where they're lining up and, moving forward into battle and stuff.
Well, and maybe that goes back to one of the common misconceptions is like the requirement to be physically fit because anyone could go at any time.
Yep. They're soldiers first and then they have their specializations.
Yes, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Do all military families have to live on base?
Nope.
No, you have the option.
So the way that works is you get basic allowance for housing and you can choose to either live on base or you can choose to spend that on rent somewhere.
So, and again, as a single soldier or sailor or whoever, that does differ a little bit depending on your rank and different things like that. But usually if you are married or have a dependent, whether that's a child or whoever, then you usually get the option to live on or off base.
So I have a question. Do your husbands call the barracks the bees?
No.
Okay, that's just an Aaron thing.
That's funny.
So I'm going to check out the bees.
What?
I don't know.
No, I've never heard Josh say that ever. Actually,
you should say it and see how you react.
I should be like, "Can you take me by the bees while we're here?" Oh man. Okay. So, on the same level, do military families get free housing?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, it goes back to that.
Yeah. Can civilians visit bases?
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't have a warrant.
Yes.
Out for your arrest.
There are some hoops you have to jump through, but it's usually pretty easy for anybody to get on base.
And if you have a warrant out for your arrest, you will be getting arrested at the gate.
Yeah.
So just FYI, don't even try.
The things you don't know.
Yeah.
Can you tell people where your spouse is deployed to?
Nope. What is this called again?
OPSEC.
OPSEC.
Anyway, no. So we talked about OPSEC a little bit on our last episode. But yeah, no, you typically cannot tell people where your spouse is deployed unless it's been told to you that it's okay to do so.
Right.
Is military life as stressful as people say it is?
Yes.
No, it's more.
Yes. You want to elaborate on that?
I mean, where do I start?
If you haven't figured it out so far with all of our stories, it is.
It's stressful, but I could not imagine our life any other way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I would struggle if we just moved to one place and we're there for forever. We're used to moving and expecting to start over everywhere.
That's one thing that scares me about whenever he's ready to get out and we settle down. I'm like, I'm not sure. Will we be able to settle down or will we?
Am I going to get tired of the place that we choose?
Yeah. Okay, last question. See, you guys done really well. Do military spouses salute their spouses?
It depends.
Is that for real?
No, that question was on a list of misconceptions that I read. And it was one of the top ones is people want to know, do spouses of military members have to salute them in public?
No, but speaking of, we did that challenge where we showed our husbands our salutes and their reactions were interesting, to say the least.
They were.
They're not very good soldiers. So don't recruit us.
Yeah. That's probably why they don't salute us at the gate either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I have. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
No? All right.
No, bye. See ya.
All right, I guess that's a wrap. Bye.